No, it's a shame. We just heard about it just as we were walking in the doors of the Oval. Just heard about it. I guess people knew something was going to happen based on a little bit of the past. They've been fighting for a long time. They've been fighting for many, many decades and centuries, actually, if you really think about it. No, I just hope it ends very quickly. I don't like anything about that war. It's a war. I don't like anything about it. And I'm not happy with that. No, not at all. Not even a little bit.
When Donald Trump speaks, the world listens, sometimes with confusion, sometimes with concern, and often with popcorn. But when it comes to India and Pakistan, the stakes are far higher than just another oddball quote from the former president. Because now, amid fresh bloodshed across the line of control, Trump has weighed in. And as usual, he's not exactly following the diplomatic playbook.
The war in India and Pakistan, what's your position?
Oh, it's so terrible. My position is I get along with both. I know both very well, and I want to see them work it out. I want to see them stop. And hopefully they can stop now. They've gone tit for tat, so hopefully they can stop now. But I know both. We get along with both countries very well, good relationships with both, and I want to see it stop. And if I can do anything to help, I will be there.
Before we get into the chaos, the quotes, and the potential fallout, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We bring you sharp, unfiltered takes on global headlines, the stuff they don't always tell you on the evening news. First, let's rewind. In what India has called Operation Sindoor, Indian fighter jets crossed into Pakistani airspace for a series of surgical strikes targeting alleged terrorist camps. This came after a devastating terror attack on Hindu pilgrims in Jammu and Kashmir, an incident that left 26 dead and shocked the Indian public. India's government didn't wait long before retaliating with full-throttle military precision. Pakistan, for its part, has called the strikes an act of war. Islamabad claims the Indian Air Force not only violated its airspace but also bombed civilian areas in Punjab and Pakistan-administered Kashmir. They've also alleged 5 Indian jets, including Rafales, were shot down, a claim India has flatly denied. Whether true or not, the region is now a powder keg. And then, Trump happened. Cue the orange thunderstorm. At a press event, Trump stepped up with all the gravitas of a man who thinks he invented peace. The moment he opened his mouth, you could almost feel diplomats around the world bracing themselves. I've been briefed on the situation between India and Pakistan. It's very concerning, Trump said, striking a serious tone, at least temporarily. They've been fighting for hundreds of years, thousands maybe. I don't know, a long time. It's a shame, he continued. And just like that, the nuance of South Asian history was distilled into a Trumpism. But okay, we're off to a start. Then came the offer, or the warning, depending on your lens. If I can help, I'll help. I'll get in there. I'll fix it. It's what I do. To the untrained ear, it sounded like he was offering to mediate. To South Asian diplomats, it sounded like a migraine in the making. We've spoken to both sides, encouraged calm. Peace is better than conflict, Trump added. It was actually normal, almost sane. Of course, the bar is very low, he continued. It's terrible. I want to see it stop. They need to stop. I think they will. The usual vagueness was there, but there was also an implicit warning. This conflict isn't just regional. The world's watching. We're friends with India, and we're friends with Pakistan, he said, which in Trump speak roughly translates to, we gave you guys money, now behave. That part, by the way, is true. Under Trump, U.S. aid to Pakistan was slashed, but never completely cut. Meanwhile, arms deals with India skyrocketed, so his version of neutrality has always been tilted. And then came the wrap-up. We want peace. That's what we're going to push for. Let's hope they both do the right thing. A rare moment of restraint, though whether either India or Pakistan gives a damn about Trump's version of the right thing is up for debate.
No, it's a shame. We just heard about it just as we were walking in the doors of the Oval. Just heard about it. I guess people knew something was going to happen based on a little bit of the past. They've been fighting for a long time. They've been fighting for many, many decades and centuries, actually, if you really think about it. No, I just hope it ends very quickly. I don't like anything about that war. It's a war. I don't like anything about it. And I'm not happy with that. No, not at all. Not even a little bit.
The war in India and Pakistan, what's your position?
Oh, it's so terrible. My position is I get along with both. I know both very well, and I want to see them work it out. I want to see them stop. And hopefully they can stop now. They've gone tit for tat. So hopefully they can stop now. But I know both. We get along with both countries very well. Good relationships with both, and I want to see it stop. And if I can do anything to help, I will be there.
Back to the bigger picture. India's actions are being sold at home as a strong, decisive counterstrike. Prime Minister Modi is riding a wave of nationalist pride, and with elections looming, this might be exactly the sort of spectacle his party wants to project. Tough on terror, defender of faith, no more appeasement. It's all textbook political theater. Except this one involves fighter jets and the very real possibility of a broader war. Pakistan, meanwhile, is facing international scrutiny but is also looking for opportunities. Their public reaction has been loud and emotional. Protests, flag burnings, the works. But diplomatically, Islamabad is trying to flip the narrative, painting India as the aggressor, the provocateur. Trump's even-handed language may be frustrating to New Delhi, but Pakistan's leadership is likely breathing a small sigh of relief. And that's the danger, isn't it? When the world's most powerful countries send mixed signals, smaller conflicts spiral fast. The US under Biden has been relatively muted on this, trying to manage Ukraine, Gaza, and Taiwan all at once. But if Trump were to return, and it's not out of the question, expect the volume to get cranked way up. The last time Trump tried to insert himself into India-Pakistan tensions, it didn't go well. In 2019, he famously claimed Modi asked him to mediate Kashmir, a statement that India denied so hard it practically sent shockwaves through the UN. That didn't stop Trump, of course. He doubled down, as he often does. So what now? Well, Indian troops remain on high alert. Pakistani forces are reportedly mobilizing near the border. Civilians on both sides are caught in the middle, hoping this doesn't spiral into the fifth war between these two nations. And Trump? He'll keep talking. He might even mean well. But the fact remains, throwing Trump into a centuries-old, religiously fueled, nuclear-armed conflict is like tossing gasoline into a forest fire and hoping for rain. So we end where we began, with Trump at a podium, riffing on peace, war, and ancient rivalries like he's reading the back of a cereal box. The words may be scrambled, but the consequences are real. If you liked this breakdown, hit that like button, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Because while the world might not always make sense, we'll be here to help you make sense of it anyway.